नमस्कार नमस्कार, बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है गाइस आपके अपने चैनल के एफसीएस और स्पोर्ट्स ब्रेकडाउन पर। आज का मैच इंग्लैंड वर्सेस नीदरलैंड जिसमें क्वालिफिकेशन की होड़ लगी थी। सेमीफाइनल की नहीं चैंपियंस ट्रॉफी क्वालिफिकेशन की कौन-सी टीम जो है क्वालीफाई करेगी, किसके चांसेस बने रहेंगे। तो फाइनली जो नीदरलैंड के चांसेस हैं वो खत्म हो चुके हैं। इंग्लैंड की टीम अभी एज़ ऑफ नाउ नंबर 7 पे आ चुकी है। 10वें स्थान से छलांग लगाकर सीधे वो 7वें स्थान पे पहुँच गए हैं। अच्छी परफ़ॉर्मेंस की आज इंग्लैंड की टीम ने फाइनली, लेकिन अगर मैं सेमीफ़ाइनल के लिहाज़ से बोलूँ तो बहुत देर हो गई इंग्लैंड की तरफ से। ऐसा परफ़ॉर्मेंस आने में इंग्लैंड की टीम बहुत सारी चीज़ें उन्होंने मिस की इस वर्ल्ड कप में, लेकिन बात करेंगे आज कि आज किस तरह का परफ़ॉर्मेंस रहा। अगर बात करेंगे इंग्लैंड टीम की, बेहतरीन परफ़ॉर्मेंस रहा। मैं ये नहीं कहूँगा कि सारे बैट्समैनों ने अच्छा परफ़ॉर्मेंस किया, लेकिन मेनली बेन स्टोक्स और डेविड मलान ने आज बहुत ही ज़बरदस्त खेले और जो कि जिसकी उम्मीद भी थी, क्योंकि अगर मैं बात करूँ तो ज़्यादा कोई अच्छी टीम चल नहीं रही है। इंग्लैंड की टीम की बैटिंग कुछ ख़ास चल नहीं रही है, लेकिन फिर भी 2 प्लेयर अच्छा परफ़ॉर्म किया और हमारे साथ हैं राहुल अय्यर, तो राहुल से बातचीत करते हैं। हेलो राहुल, हाउ आर यू?
Hi Kunal, I'm doing good.
Yes. Okay, so Rahul, let's start from today's game. Finally, England win it, but the win came when they are out of the scenario, finally out of the semi-final. But hopes for Champions Trophy qualification is still there for England. So, how you see this England performance today?
Yes, this is the kind of performance we expected from them throughout the tournament. As a matter of fact, we this is what we expected of England throughout the tournament. They did defeat Bangladesh very comprehensively, but we expected more of this from England, more of how they performed against both Bangladesh and Netherlands. We expected them to do this to the other teams, to have at least more victories, if not this kind of a victory.
Yeah, yeah, of course. So first time Avinav is coming at the right time, so that is good. Avinav, I am expecting same type of things from you. You should always be on time. So yes, he's saying Namaste Sastrikal. Okay, Namaste. Okay. Okay, so I will ask one by one questions from both of you. So first of all, let's start. Uh, okay, can you answer this question, Rahul? He's saying England qualify for Champions Trophy. Yet not.
I think they have a very good chance for qualifying, even if they lose to Pakistan. The good thing for them is that Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, their matches will be finishing before England's, so they will know what they need to do. And there's a good chance of Sri Lanka and Bangladesh both losing their matches. So if that is to happen, then all England will need to do is make sure that they don't lose lose too badly against Pakistan. Of course, if England tries to win and it so happens that Sri Lanka and Bangladesh have not won their matches, then they're into the Champions Trophy just on a victory.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so Vinav is saying first time I came in right time, you are trolling me. No, we are not trolling you. We are just saying that good, you should be punctual like this. Okay, so he is saying that tomorrow Rain will win. Yeah, we will definitely talk about that scenario, but let's first of all talk about England team because I think as a cricket fan we have to appreciate each and every performance, whether it is come from Netherlands or any small team. But when you are qualifying for World Cup, so each team is equally important. So Rahul, if we see today, Johnny Barristo, he was looking quite good starting innings, but not be able to capitalize his innings. I think Johnny Barristo is good player to play spin. I don't see him struggling, but in this World Cup we have seen this type of story that Johnny Barristo struggle against spin. So how you see the Johnny Barristo performance? Very disappointing.
Yes, Bairstow was one of those batsmen. He was not in great form even before the World Cup itself. But we thought he will come into form during the World Cup. It never happened for Bairstow. So unfortunately, that was a big problem for England. I mean, being an opening batsman, we talk about Tanzid Hassan for Bangladesh being a free wicket, and that's what Bairstow was during this tournament. He's basically been a free wicket for his opponents.
Yeah, yeah. So this is a term that always Rahul gives in KFCS, free wicket. That always goes out trolling the player. You are a free wicket for other team.
Yeah, well, trolling or not, I don't know another term to use for that. If a opener is constantly failing, there'll be a free wicket, and it's even worse when you have a free wicket up front, because if you're playing down the order and you're a free wicket, let's say, or you're getting out cheaply or not in form, you're the batsman coming before you can always cover up for you. They can shield you from even getting a chance to bat by performing well themselves. But if you're an opener and you're not performing and you're getting out cheaply, then it gets more magnified.
Yeah. So he's saying, what about Joe Root time to retire from white ball cricket? Well, I don't think that Joe Root should retire because if we see other performance, I think Gary Brook was not at a good. Ben Stokes
I'll
was
say
not at a
I'll
fine
say
form.
this about Joe Root. He still has something to offer in one day cricket. At least, it's a format where you can play conservatively and you have time to settle in as a batsman. Even with the way modern day one day cricket is played, there is still a place for batsmen like Joe Root. I think in T20 cricket, Joe Root doesn't have a future. Those are the formats Root shouldn't be playing. And also from an England point of view, you want to keep Joe Root fresh for test cricket because that's his strong format. You don't want to make him too tired by having him play in all the three formats.
Yeah, of course. And I think Joe Root is not in the context of T20. They are in the context of ODI because Joe Root is ODI player. This is reality. So I think that's great. And if we talk about today, limelight is Ben Stokes. The way Ben Stokes played. First, he was trying to stay on crease, and after that, he goes on accelerating at the end. But you can say he is playing like Virat Kohli, what Virat Kohli have done against South Africa. Same type of pretty similar innings from Ben Stokes. Can we say Rahul today?
Yes, definitely. It was a great innings from Ben Stokes. He managed to revive England and get them a good score. When it looked like Netherlands could restrict England.
Yeah. Okay, so one word he's using that Netherlands choked in death overs. I think choked word we start when team has done something for champions. And Netherlands is a team that qualifies for World Cup means they got opportunity to play in 4 years. Means once a time in 4 years they are getting the chance. So I will not use the word choked. Yeah, you can say that it was a lack of experience that Netherlands team not be able to take proper wickets. At one time, England was looking that they were all out of 200, under 200. If there is a team like South Africa, India, they can pick England and allowed them before 200. But Netherlands is not that much experience, so that's why Ben Stokes came. So your views related to this, Rahul?
Yeah,
Can we
it's
word a
definitely.
use choked?
I wouldn't use the word choked because, see, choking has a different. Choking is like if you are playing in a very big match and you don't do well, or it can mean you're winning the match, you're on your way to winning the match, and then you end up losing at the last minute. Yeah, so it can have two meanings. In this case, neither of them is really uh, true. What you can say is Netherlands let England off the hook. That's a little bit different from saying they choked.
Yeah.
I mean, Afghanistan was had Australia at 91 for 7 yesterday, defending 291. That you can call as a choke,
Yeah.
and because they ended up losing from a winning position. That can be a choke.
Yes. Okay, so he's saying that 260 which should be the score. But yes, it is all about experience. Netherlands has not that much experience that if we give I think from ICC if they make some tri series or some bilateral series for this country, definitely. Then after that, we can say joking. But this country players get opportunity once in 4 years to play, so can't say it is all about inexperience. Okay, yeah. So overall, when we see David Malan, Rahul, can we see how the David Malan started the innings? He was looking pretty much good according to means in first 10 overs he was try to make maximum number of runs, but very unfortunate that he missed his century. David Malan.
Yeah, David Malan definitely deserved a century, but nevertheless, he played a very good innings up front. He's been one of the bright spots for England in this tournament, having played a lot of very good innings.
Yes, but major concern Rahul very disappointed here. Josh Butler, who plays in IPL for so many years, he knows each and every ground of India. I don't see any single ground where Josh Butler don't play. In Pune also, IPL has already done all organized in Pune also when Pune Super Giants or some team were there. So his old IPL mate, Josh Butler, but still he is struggling in India. We don't know means all the opponents have read Josh Butler clearly, or Josh Butler is in double mind or captaincy pressure. He's playing like this. What you are thinking for Josh Butler?
It could be the captaincy pressure for Joss Butler that is making him underperform. It could be, but it's really surprising why he's not performing well at the same time, because many players have performed well being a captain. Captaincy isn't affecting everyone's performance, so it's also the team as well. The top order has often struggled a lot. Bairstow is out of form, so by the time Josh Butler comes in, he's in a tough situation, and he's put under pressure. That's been the case in this tournament, and that's why he's not been able to perform at his best. That is also, I won't see, it's not an excuse, but it definitely plays a factor. When you're always under pressure when you come out to bat, then you're more likely to fail than perform.
Yeah. Okay. So when we see the today's performance of England team, bowlers were looking quite good. Moeen Ali, Adil Rashid partnership was great. He is taking wickets when England needed. David Willey, Chris Fox looking great. But Rahul, I have some conversation with others also in the space in Twitter that all are discussing about the future of this England team. So if we see the future of this England team, Rahul, according to you, who should be a bowler for England team? Means if we see the this is your proper ODI bowler because David Willey will not be available. Can we say in place of David Willey, Reece Topley is your great option? Means when he was playing for England,
Absolutely.
he took 8 wickets in 3 matches. He was looking quite impactful apart from other bowlers. So name the bowlers, Rahul, you are thinking that this youngster can play. Can we see Gus Atkinson? Can we say Brandon Cars? Can we see Chrissy Topley to hand over from here?
Yes, absolutely. I think these are top prospects for England to take over with the ball. The rest of the crop, they're getting a little bit old. Maybe they have a few of the senior players like Mark Wood or David Willey alongside to guide them. They will be fine.
Yeah. Okay, so now let's see if a team qualified for 2025 or not. But what you are thinking about Curran brothers, means Tom Curran, Sam Curran. Sam Curran, he's contributing with you as a left-hand batsman, left-arm medium fast bowler. And Tom Curran is your another bowler who is dropped out because of his some performance. But I think Tom Curran looking quite great. Um so Tom Curran has played some IPL games also. All over the world, he is playing so T20 league also. Can we see Curran brothers coming in the England team again? There was a time where Curran brothers played, but
Yes,
suddenly,
absolutely. And they can absolutely be in the England team. And Sam Curran, he had a very good T20 World Cup last year with the ball. He was, I think, the England's highest wicket taker in the tournament, and England went on to win the tournament. So He's definitely the future of English cricket. He's very young as well. Tom Curran himself is not too old. He definitely has a future as well. So England has a future crop of pace bowlers coming up. They might even try Josh Tongue. Who knows? Josh Tongue is a good wicket taking option.
Okay. Okay, so now few words for Netherlands also. Netherlands team looking quite good means in this World Cup. They tried to give some impact, but few players their performance is up and down. So Rahul, can what can you say for this team? Can they continue with the same squad or anything, or they will wait for other country players to come out in their team and play, like Rodef Wondermer, one more player, I can't pronounce his name. He is also from South Africa. So can we see another player, or we we can play with this squad? Means Ackerman, Desdi, Scott Edwards, the way they are playing.
Yes, you can definitely play with them. Scott Edwards has been a very good leader in this tournament. He's helped Netherlands get two victories in this tournament, a tournament which Netherlands rarely qualifies for. So lots of positives to take from this tournament, and I think the current crop of players can serve Netherlands well for quite a few years, and in that time they can also build up the next crop of players to take them forward.
Yeah, of course. Okay. Okay. So he's what is saying? I think India versus Pakistan semi-final hype. Okay, India versus Pakistan hype, but it will be a one-sided game. Let's see. Okay, I hope this Diwali India win the World Cup. For your kind information, I want to tell you that after Diwali, after 1 week, there will be a final. So let's see. But on Diwali, India will definitely win against Netherlands. That is confirmed. Uh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Abhinav. Okay. Good night.
Good
No
night.
issues. Okay. Okay, so let's going forward. Most awaited game, that is New Zealand versus Sri Lanka. Not only Sri Lanka and New Zealand, Pakistan is very interested to see this game. But I think Pakistan loves if this match will be called off and Kudrat ka Nizam is working. Rahul, if I
To be
see
frank,
the
I don't think there will be a complete rain out because you. One thing is Bangalore, where this match is happening. They've got a very good drainage
yes,
system, and they can quickly clear out any water clog or anything in the ground in case it rains. I know there's a lot of rain forecast for the afternoon, but I think there can still be some match out of this. There will be probably a shortened game, but I feel there can still be a result.
yeah, okay. So guys, let me. You can see in the screen. Let me show you the weather prediction. So hourly weather prediction is this. So yeah, if you see the weather prediction, so it is not looks quite great. If we see the time of 12 to 3, there is 55 to 70% rainfall. Means Indian Standard Time match start from 2 p.m. Okay, then there will be 63% rainfall. Then 63% rainfall around 6 p.m. Between 3 to 6, there will be means some balls. So Rahul, when there is any interruption in between, means only 1 hour you are getting, after that suddenly rainfall will come. Yeah, drainage system is great, but still 20 minutes will be wasted. So remaining 40 minutes. So 40 minutes time you are getting. Can we expect a whole game? Means I think 2020 is also impossible quite. The weather according to this prediction, weather prediction.
To be frank, I see no rain being forecast for the evening or at night. So if they can even start at 7:30 or something or 8 o'clock, they can still have a 20 over match. It's possible because even IPL matches have begun at 7:30 or 8 o'clock at night. Almost every day you see IPL matches starting at that time. This is also a 20 over match, so I don't see too much of a problem with it. If they can start at 7:30, then they will get a 20 over game.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, but okay,
And
suppose
it's also possible they will get overs before that 7:30 mark. I'm saying before that worst case scenario, some overs will come in.
yes, and I think cold of the match cold off time will be around 7:30 or 8 if not a single ball has been bowled. Then around 7:30 to 8 they will decide about this. But yes, okay, so let's talk about in that scenario. I'm not talking about 50-50 scenario when it comes to 2020. So Rahul, how close this contest will be? Because if we talk about the 2020 way, Kushal Mendes is a good player of 2020. He can play a good match. Sadira Samar Vikrama, he is also a good player. If we talk about somewhat Kushal Pereira, yeah, he is a player who always loves to play a big shot from the ball one, right? Kushal
Yes.
Pereira, Pathum Nishanka, these are good T20 players. But when we see the New Zealand team, Devon Conway is another good T20 player. Rajit Ravinder, I don't know how he will play in 2020 format, but yes, quite impressive. Kane Williamson, no doubt about him. Daryl Mitchell, Jimmy Neesham, Glenn Phillips. So good contest, and Trent Bolt record is really great in 2020. If he picks wickets in starting overs, then team will dominate, whether it is New Zealand or any other league team. So if there is 2020 game, Rahul, can we say 50-50 contest?
If it is a rain shortened game, actually, I back New Zealand to win the match. I think they have better resources for a 20 over game than Sri Lanka might have.
Yeah, of course. So let's see how the game will goes on. But the thing works as of now. I don't see the great weather, but same we have expect from in New Zealand versus Pakistan also. There, what happened suddenly? The rain came and rain interruption. The Pakistan players uses the presence of mind and they just started attacking cricket from Fakar Zaman that led him win anyhow, and they are positive in net run rate. That's why Afghanistan chances is very low due to this reason, only because of net run rate. So let's see how that game will goes on. Afghanistan is also see this match because they will also try to see how the scenario will goes on. Sri Lanka win or New Zealand win. If New Zealand win, then no chance for Afghanistan. There will be chances only for Pakistan. Means what scenario you can think?
Afghanistan will not be mathematically eliminated if New Zealand wins, but the problem is they will. The margin of victory required will be very unreasonable for them. It won't be something achievable to do.
Yes, of course. So let's see how the thing will goes on. But if 2020 game is there, Rahul, flat wicket, okay. One side is smaller, around 55 meters. Suppose 2020 game is goes on. How much score you are thinking? Anyone who bat first?
For 20 over match.
Yes, I am
I
thinking
think,
200 plus.
and I think it'll be 200 plus in Chinnaswamy Stadium for sure. I think anything under that is chaseable on Bangalore pitch.
Well, one more thing is that today Indian team has done practice in Chinnaswamy. It was good weather, pleasant weather in Chinnaswamy today. With in the sunlight, they have done practice, but really unfortunate if there is nothing for New Zealand versus Sri Lanka, because Sri Lanka will also think about in that way that yes, they can be in a contention of Champions Trophy. Meanwhile, as of now, I think they are qualified, almost qualified for Champions Trophy. England and Sri Lanka. I Bangladesh will be out, but let's see what will be the final points table. But yes, the great game tomorrow. If there will be a game chances, if there is no game, then Pakistan will be very happy that they have to only win the match and then qualify directly.
Yes, absolutely. Of course, Pakistan will be looking for a washout. They'll also be happy if the match is played and Sri Lanka wins, although there's less chances of that happening if the match is played. I think most likely New Zealand will win. And there's a lot at stake for Sri Lanka, England, Bangladesh, and Netherlands as well. They're all on the same number of points, and two out of those four can make the Champions Trophy. So anything can happen. Even for the teams among these four that have smaller net run rate, if the teams with higher net run rate lose, then they will have a chance.
Yes, of course. Okay, so let's suppose Rahul uh, that we are thinking about that Sri Lanka to win it, but how Sri Lanka will win it? The big thing is that for Sri Lankan team, if we talk about the bowling option, only Madhu Shankar looked in great prime form. He is the highest wicket taker in the World Cup. So
Yeah,
apart from Madhu Shankar, who is going to perform? Ranjita, Chamira is not looking that great.
Deekshana will have to raise his performance. He's one of the experienced players in this team right now. It's time
And
for
one
him
thing
to
Sri Lanka
raise his
don't know whether to
performance.
play Hemanta or Dhananjay De Silva or Dinuth Velalage. What will be a great option? Rahul, I want to ask some question. Dinuth Velalage is your leg spinner. Okay, off spinner is your Dhananjay De Silva who can contribute with a bat, and Hemanta is quite useless. Means he has not that much experience. He is also leg spinner, but Dinuth Velalage is better. So in Chinnaswamy, leg spinner is better or off spinner?
I would choose a leg spinner because they can impart more revolutions on the ball and try to get the batsman out. Being an off spinner is tough in Bangalore. You can get hit a lot easier.
And one more interesting thing that Sri Lankan fans also think about that, as this uh, show is in sports breakdown also. One more thing I want to tell you guys that New Zealand is suffering from injury. So some injury problem. I don't know means how much Kyle Jemison is fit. They are playing with only two fast bowlers, Trent Bolt and Team Saudi, and they are playing with four spinners probably. So that's why they are struggle against Pakistan team. East Sodi not great. East Sodi, Sentinel, Glenn Phillips, and Rachit Ravinder. These are the four spinners. So Rahul, can if the same type of things will happen, can we expect that Sri Lanka will goes on attacking it against spinners because Kushal Mendes loves to play against spin. He plays spin really well. Sabira Samar Vikrama and Kushal Mendes.
Yeah, they do play spin very well. If they get going, then things can become a little bit tough for New Zealand, especially if they're defending a target, because they too will be relying on spinners on this track. I mean, although Bangalore pitch, we say it is a very high scoring venue, it's also true that the pitch will take some spin,
And
as
one
we
more,
saw in the match between England and Sri Lanka.
yeah. And one more thing I want to tell you, all the Sri Lankan fans, they will be very happy to after listening this that Sri Lanka has beaten England in this ground in Bangalore. They have beaten, and that was the magical spell of Angelo Matthews. And after that, Lahiru Kumara, he is not available, but Chamira can do like that. It is all about the pitch. If you get that type of pitch where it's something for bowlers, then you can put New Zealand in trouble. You need some good wickets. If I talk about New Zealand team, you need a crucial wickets of Devon Conway, Kane Williamson, most probably Daryl Mitchell, Rachit Ravinder. If you pick this two, three, four wickets in early time, Tom Latham is not looking quite great. He's not so confident in this World Cup. If I talk about Tom Latham, only one half century the team has played. So not in a great form. So Rahul, can this be something positive for Sri Lanka that they have win matches against England in this pitch, in this ground?
Yes, definitely. They're used to this venue having defeated England, but They have to be a little bit careful against New Zealand, because New Zealand, they have scored 401 against Pakistan, a much stronger bowling attack on this same pitch. So they can do that against Pakistan. They can do that against Sri Lanka as well, or the equivalent of 400 in a T20 match, which would be maybe 220 or 230. They can definitely do that.
Yeah, of course. Okay, guys, so let me tell you head-to-head World Cup record of both the teams. So, if we see New Zealand versus Sri Lanka head-to-head, out of 11, Rahul, you will be very surprised that 6 wins from Sri Lanka and 5 from New Zealand. So here New Zealand is struggling against this team also. Out of 11, 6 win from Sri Lanka, 5 from New Zealand. Against Pakistan 7-2, that there was out of 9 matches. So can we see the another great game where Sri Lanka can win it?
We can. We can. It's very possible. And of course, as far as World Cup history is concerned, the 6 and 5 is fairly even between these two teams, and it makes a little bit of sense because both of these teams are a little bit of dark horses. They've been dark horses in their history. They've never been the top team, but they've been a good team that can defeat those top teams and compete with them. That's what Sri Lanka and New Zealand are known for. They're very similar teams, if you ask me. So I'm not very surprised by the head to head.
Yeah, okay. So there's another stats is coming that last match when they played in a World Cup 2019, New Zealand team win by 10 wickets. Not a single wicket has been gone, and opener was Guptill and Colin Munro. They thrashed this Sri Lankan team completely in the last game.
Sri Lankan team was not very good in going into that World Cup. That Sri Lankan team is not very good. That's one thing. And the other thing is they're playing in England in more pace friendly conditions. So that's another reason why Sri Lanka totally flopped in that game. This match is going to be a little bit different, being played in Bangalore, although it might suit New Zealand's batters better. The one thing you cannot disregard is that this pitch will take spin. This won't be a too much of a pace friendly wicket.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So one more thing that we have to discuss about this game. So after that, we will start prediction. So Rahul, uh, especially Sri Lanka is coming from one of the historical match where timeout scenario has been done against Bangladesh. Okay, so Angelo Matthews, he has faced a timeout. So can this event? It happens sometime. Experts also say when this type of events came, a team body language suddenly change or team will dip down. So according to you, what you're thinking? Sri Lanka will looking confident after that incident, or they will lose the confidence already before this match?
Well, you see, they already lost the confidence with the. I think I've said this in many shows. They've already lost the confidence with the matches against India, where they got bowled out for 50 and 55. But they have to just put it behind them. Forget this incident. Not every team. Look, not every team has a Shakib Al Hassan who will find these sneaky ways to uh, get wickets. It's a very rare thing. You timed outs do not happen very often in international cricket. But from Angelo Matthews' point of view, he should be careful next time and make sure he doesn't do any delays when coming to the pitch, gets the right equipment. These things Angelo Matthews has to take care of. So it's not so much about, how you are psychologically. You have to overcome it and try to not repeat the same mistakes.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so last segment is our prediction. So let's come to the match prediction. Who is going to win it? Okay, so Rahul, who is going to win the match and how much percentage?
I think New Zealand is going to win the match. I'll give it 70% for New Zealand, and Top highest run scorer, I think it's going to be. I'm going to say Rachin Ravindra. I mean, he's the home boy on this pitch. He's already done well against Pakistan on this wicket. I think he will also get a big innings against Sri Lanka. Highest wicket taker, I actually feel that this one is going to be a Sri Lankan. I'm going to say perhaps Mahish
What?
Theekshana will get wickets.
Okay, you are spiriting spinner to get the wicket. Great.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going with the favor of New Zealand if game will happen 60-40 in a favor of New Zealand. Highest runs getter for me, Rajat Ravinder. I am backing Rajat Ravinder and highest uh, wicket taker Trent Bolt because I think Trent Bolt will definitely going to uh, pick this. So Uh, recently, I see the stats of Demot Karunaratne and Kushal Pereira both played against New Zealand, means both played World Cup together. Demot Karunaratne was captain of Sri Lanka in 2019. So, Rahul, can Sri Lankan management think about Demot Karunaratne? Records is great, but Kushal Pereira record is not that much great. So, can they think about that, or they will think that this is a batting friendly wicket, go on with Kushal Pereira. He will gives you some runs in 10 overs. What will be the strategy?
I think the strategy is to go for Kushal Pereira. You are a more aggressive batsman on this type of a wicket. If they play in Chennai or Lucknow, then I will say Dimut Karunaratne is more ideal. But on Bangalore pitch, where you need to score quick runs, I'd rather go with Kushal Pereira.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. And yes, the sports breakdown audience, they will also think about that. Sri Lanka should win the last league match. So hope so. Is this last league match or one more match is remaining
The
for Sri Lanka?
last league match. Now all the teams have got only one match in hand
Yeah.
from here.
Yeah, so this is the last league match. So Sri Lankan fans also hoping that they must win this last match anyhow. And after that, let's see who will be a captain, Kushal Mendis or Ashwin Shanaka. It is up to him. But Rahul, can we say that what happens in Bangladesh management? Same thing happens in Sri Lanka also because in dugout, I see Dashun Shanaka. If Dashun Shanaka is injured, I think if a player is injured, they are working on his injury. But Dashun Shanaka, we see him, he's with a team. So injury is not that much great, or Dashun Shanaka has been putting out forcefully to for a performance of the team. What you are thinking?
It could be either one of those reasons, but probably Dasun Shanaka. One thing, either way, I think Dasun Shanaka will want to be there for moral support of the team as a captain of the team. I'm thinking when you're appointed captain and you're either dropped mid tournament or whatever, you can't just say okay, it's done for me and go home. You need to stay there with the team.
Yeah. Okay. So let's see how the game will goes on. Hoping for a great contest between New Zealand versus Sri Lanka, and Pakistan fans will definitely pray that something good for them. New Zealand win the match, but not that much great margin, so that there will be some help for Pakistan team. We will definitely have a talk about Pakistan versus England about that match also. So tomorrow game really important for both. For New Zealand point of view also, they will also pray that there must be some game. No rain. If there is rain, then Tata bye bye for New Zealand then.
Most probably because England is not going to. I don't think, in spite of today's win, I don't think they're likely to do Pakistan favors and, sorry, do New Zealand favors by defeating Pakistan.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. Let's see how the game will goes on. So guys, how much you like the video? Definitely give your comments in the comment section and subscribe KFCS and Sports Breakdown. And I hope you all enjoying the coverage. So World Cup is almost 15 days remaining, 15 or 12 to 15 days remaining. So next week after
Less than
Diwali,
15 days remaining, 12 days,
yeah, 12 days,
including today. Including today,
including
12
today.
days remaining.
Yeah, but now very interesting for Indian fans. It is semi-final times is coming. So who is going to play against India? That is a big question. So
Yeah,
that
definitely.
question you will get an answer on Saturday. Definitely on Saturday before India play, they know who is the opponent is going to play. You have to play in Mumbai or Kolkata. It is up to the qualification of New Zealand and Pakistan.
Yes, definitely. Or who knows? Maybe New Zealand and Pakistan will lose. Afghanistan will shock South Africa, and we'll play Afghanistan in the semi-finals. Maybe
Yeah,
just to maybe to keep their 1983 script alive. India made qualified somehow in 1983 in the semi-final. They managed to get in by surprise. So maybe Afghanistan will have such a such a thing, a story to tell. Hopefully, it won't go as far as them winning the World Cup. I hope it doesn't go that far, but
I think if this team has that type of capability, definitely they will beat Australia because that was a scenario where 91 for 7 and Australia win it. 91 for 7 and 292 for 7 at the end.
yeah, it was an. I think the victory was in the bag for Afghanistan, and I think they got a little bit too complacent after that. It's also easy for your mind to wander a little bit when you're in a winning position. You think, okay, the match is over. You'll think about what will I be do after the match. All that stuff can enter your mind.
Yeah, so let's see how the game will goes on. So guys, subscribe KFCS and Sports Breakdown and enjoy the World Cup. And after World Cup, we have a focus on 2020. So before that, there will be some news that Rituraj Gaikwad is going to be captain for Australia T20 series. Australia is not going home. They will play the home series against us. Five
Not
matches.
many from this Australian squad. I think the squad is already out. Not many from this Australian World Cup squad are going to be there
Yeah,
in
there
the
will be a
T20
separate
squad. There'll
video.
be a lot
Yeah,
of new faces coming
yeah,
in. I think Smith and Warner, though, are there in the T20 squad.
yeah. Okay.
I feel after a World Cup is over, there shouldn't be international cricket for 2 weeks. I think there should be a 2 week curfew on international cricket because you want teams to have a chance to savor their World Cup performance, whether they've done well or not. Especially if you won the World Cup, you want some time off, to celebrate the tournament after 4 years of hard work and effort. You want to be able to celebrate that a little bit. You don't want to lift the trophy and then play have to reset and play a match in 3 or 4 days time. You want to have some time to celebrate it.
Yeah, but schedule has already announced, so let's
Yeah,
see
I mean,
how
it's something for the ICC to uh, think about. Like for
yeah,
example, England last year they won the T20 World Cup, and 3 or 4 days later they were playing an ODI match. You won't feel like playing a series right after a World Cup is over. Normally, how you'll see, like when India won the 1983 World Cup, they come home, they get a nice reception, they get to celebrate with the fans a bit. England last year, for example, didn't have that chance to do anything like that because they finished the World Cup, and then because it was November, they're constantly on the road, playing in Australia, then playing in Pakistan, then playing in South Africa. So there's no time to really sit back and enjoy the victory.
yeah. Let's see. Suppose I think so many things will be changed after this World Cup. Committee will be there. ICC will definitely think about rules also. That what type of modification should be there in rules because new things we have seen in this World Cup. Timed out. This is a big thing that we have to think about how much time a batsman need to ready to come into the ground according to ground dimension. Ground dimension matters.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, we will have a separate video about that. After World Cup, we will do a separate video what type of changes we need in a cricket. Okay, so guys, all the
Yeah,
time
whole
we
lot of changes are needed, if you ask me.
yes, of course. Yeah, so after World Cup, we will make a that type of video. So I hope guys you will like that video also. So till then, guys, see you tomorrow with another cracking match. Tomorrow we will come and we will talk about whether uh, if the weather is great tomorrow, there will be a good 2020 game. We are confident that there will be no 50 overs game. It is confident we are.
Absolutely.
So
Okay.
thank you
So
very much.
thank you.
Goodbye and good night.